That's why there's so many old people in gyms.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Sports Esports Podcast. I'm your host, William, and with me today I have Brock
Hello.
and Brian.
Hello.
I'm not even on the right thing. I'm on LMS. Before we get, I know this is LEC. No, we'll do that at the end. Actually, never mind. For LEC, this is gonna be a very quick podcast, guys. Since we already did end the season last week, but this week, since they had a week off, we kind of separate our predictions just in case any substitutions or something happened and we couldn't change. Just so we didn't get screwed that much. So with that, first off, we're going to go with Players of the Year. Since we did Players of the Week all week, I decided to do a Players of the Year. So first is top laner of the year is Vitality's Cabuchard. He had a KDA of 3.9, a CSM of 8.8, a damage percentage of 25.3%, a DPM of 448, and I can finally use kill participation again because my website only does kill participation for the entire year for some reason. It never does it week by week. So kill participation was 66.7%. I wish I could find kill participation on a different website, but I couldn't in my brief Google searching. Anyway, our jungler of the week of the year is Splice's Xerxes. He had a KDA of 5.5, a damage percentage of 14%, which is pretty solid for a jungler. A DPM of 263, and a kill participation of 72.6%, which is phenomenal. For over the entire year, 73% of Splice's kills Xerxes was a part of. That is crazy to me. Next, we had the mid laner of the week, which is G2 Caps. He had a KDA of 4, CSM of 8.5, damage percentage of 25.8, DPM of 550, and a kill participation of 60.4%, which is also pretty good. He had a really good year. His KDA was kind of lower than I thought it would be, honestly, but I take that as being more aggressive in G2's trolling. A bit.
Oh, yeah.
They had a lot of that towards the end of the year, and in the middle of the year as well. ADC of the year was Splice's Kabe. He had a KDA of 7.3, CSM of 10, which is amazing for the entire year. Damage percentage of 28.6, DPM of 521, and a kill participation of 70%. So not only does Xerxes on Splice have a 72.6% kill participation, Kabe had a 70%. You know that team only team fights, by the way.
Yeah.
if two players throughout 18 games are in 70% or more of the kills, they do not generate solo picks very often at all. And finally, the support of the year was G2's Mickey X, a KDA of 4.1, assist per game of 11.4, damage percentage of 8.6. I don't know why I put that, but a vision score per minute of 2.68, and a kill participation of 68.5%. He had a very good year as well, outside of having a wrist injury. He still has it actually, so we'll talk about that next week actually, because I just realized G2 doesn't play this week. But yeah. Those are our players of the year. They all had a phenomenal season. And with that, let's get into our LEC predictions right away. First up, we have tomorrow, Fnatic versus Vitality. Do any of you want to go first, or do I go first? Same as always.
I guess you go first.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll just put them right here for the power.
All right.
I have Fnatic winning the series 3-1. I think Fnatic is arguably one of the best teams in LEC and possibly in the world. I have them a top 12, I believe, in the world at the moment. But they have turned their entire season around, and it's been partially because of getting communication back and getting trust with each other. I feel like they weren't trusting each other's calls, as well as the 9.4 patch of crit ADCs coming back as well, and having Reckless be able to play his comfort picks instead of having to go out on stuff like the Lucian and stuff. Now, I do love Vitality as well, but I feel like Broxa is going to out-jungle Mowgli in the jungle pretty bad and be able to help the lanes. And Vitality has struggled towards the end of the year as well. They've kind of fallen off more so, where Fnatic has been on the rise. I think that Brox is actually going to be able to out-jungle Mowgli quite a bit and get his laners ahead. I'm worried about Bwipo in the top lane against Cabuchard. I think Cabuchard destroys Bwipo up there. But I feel like Attila in the bot lane will not be able to handle Reckless and Hylissang. And I think that with the help of Jankos, if he can, not Jankos, sorry, Broxa, if he can help if he can out jungle Mowgli and really have that bot lane focus, they'll be able to put Reckless on a hyper carry like a Jinx maybe or Sivir or Tristana, and they'll be able to just play to late game and they'll be able to outfight Vitality, in my opinion.
Yeah. For me, I think the fact that Whippo kind of likes the feed at times, and Nemesis has shown he's not bad. Like, not as bad as I thought he was going to be. It's just the spot he was taken is kind of unfortunate because you get caps for so long, and then they bring in someone who's obviously not caps. It makes him seem worse than he actually is. But I think this series is going to be very close. Like, I think Fnatic has to win this through bot lane. Because I don't think Nemesis is going to beat Jizuke, and I can't trust Whippo to beat Cabochard. Like, straight up beat Cabochard. Now, with jungle pressure, possibly. Because like you said, Broxah can definitely out-jungle Mowgli. So it's kind of a situation where your bot lane is better and your jungler is better, but your solo lanes aren't. But I have faith putting... not have faith putting. I can put faith in Reckless to carry through bot lane. So I think Fnatic's going to take it 3-2.
3-2? Oh, so you're thinking 5-game series.
I think it's going to be a 5-game series.
Yeah, work. Actually, I hope it's 3-1. Not only because I predicted it, because it starts at 1. So, like, I don't want to, like, have to leave work to, like, go watch get in that, like, little zone where, oh, the game's about to start. I need to get home in time for the final game. But, yeah. Brian?
I'm actually going to disagree with y'all, and I'm going to go Vitality 3-2.
Nice. I love it.
And the reason why is because Vitality was in a similar situation last split or year. I don't know if it was last spring or summer. I really don't remember. But they got second against Fnatic, and they really weren't like they're a playoff team, is what I'm trying to say. And in a best of 5 series, I think Fnatic kind of has like they're gonna win through bot lane, is what I think. Jungle, bot lane, and Vitality can do. I mean, Attila can pop off, but it doesn't happen all the time. But it can happen, and Cabochard is going to smash Blippo. And I don't know. I just think Jizuke is going to destroy Nemesis. So I do think Brox is going to out jungle Mowgli, but I think that's communication.
Yeah.
But I think it'll pan out. I think it'll be exciting.
Okay, yeah. I think I'm the only one that has a 3-1. You guys both have 3-2. So if it goes your guys' way, I think Fnatic with that jungle communication with his mid lane, especially if he focuses on mid lane and bot lane, that he can like mend the mid, like, what is the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Like make the mid lane go even with the communication with Nemesis, and then be able to push the bot lane ahead while they're just kind of. I think they're gonna leave Whippo on an island up there and just hope that he doesn't hyperfeed.
Yeah, this is also got a lot to do with Champ Select too.
Oh,
like you really got to bring in factory coaches in too with this.
They are leaving him alone with Cabochard.
That is tough. I know, but you're gonna have to. I would say ban out a lot of the hyper carries, like.
Mowgli just needs to camp top.
Yeah, it's going to come down. The whole series, in my opinion, is going to come down. Is Cabochard going to carry Vitality, or is Reckless and Hylissang going to carry Fnatic?
If we don't see Mowgli on Elise and then Cabochard on Renekton or Jarvan, I'm going to be sad.
Oh, I want to see Renekton, or not. I want to see Cabochard on like any hyper carry. I want him on all the hyper carries up top lane. Or Bruiser, just anything. I don't want to see him on any tank. No Cyan duty for him in this series.
Yeah, no, no, thank you. I almost said no, please.
No, please.
No, thank you.
So that's next. Next, we have Splice versus SK Gaming. SK Gaming slid in on the end of the season, made it through a tiebreaker, and Splice has actually been fairly dominant all year, honestly, even though we were all haters in our predictions. But in my opinion, with especially even just going over these stats lately, I think Splice is just going to be able to outlast SK Gaming, because SK Gaming, I know they like super beat, was it Vitality, like in like 20 minutes or something like that? Was that SK Gaming? Someone beat Vitality in like 20 minutes. But
I think so.
Yes, I think that in playoffs, they're going to struggle quite a bit because Selfmade is going against Xerxes. And Selfmade, who definitely could have been my jungler of the split as well. They're both probably 1 and 2 right there. And along with Jankos and Broxos. Since honestly, all 4 of those junglers are. There's a lot of good junglers in the playoffs right now. And but I think that the issue is that SK plays most, and like Crown Shot has stepped up, but they play mostly through Selfmade. Like Selfmade is the one that gets things done for this team, and Xerxes has been phenomenal on Splice, so he's going to kind of negate that a little bit, and in my opinion, and he's going to be able to push, so it's going to be lane against lane, and not only does Splice win those, in my opinion, with like Kabe and such, but honestly, I believe that even if they don't win the lane, they can delay enough, and we've seen plenty of times, once it gets to like 35 minutes, Splice is like unbeatable. So I don't think SK has enough firepower to get online and end a game before 35 minutes against the Splice team. So I do have Splice winning this 3-1. Like I think they might take a game, but like off of just like some really good early picks by Selfmade, get laners ahead quickly. But I really don't see SK winning more than a game because of I can see Splice just being able to turtle and protect and then win through the late game team fights.
Yeah. I've got Splice winning 3-0.
3-0. Ooh.
Yep.
Why?
I think it's going to be a dominating performance on Splice. I mean, as much as we shit on Splice, like throughout the season, the team knows how to just squeeze the life out of you. Like they're just drowning you. It's like the that movie reference, the quicksand reference, where once you get stuck, you realize you just can't go anywhere, and the more you keep trying and trying, you just keep getting sunk. And eventually, it just gets to where they drown you out and they just win, like 52 minutes in.
Yep.
With a goal lead of 30K the whole game. Which makes no sense.
They like to dot their I's and cross their T's. They make sure they get everything correct before they end.
I don't know what they're doing, to be honest. I don't understand it. They're like, look, I get it. We can win at any point. I'm just curious as to what full AD Heimerdinger does at full build. So let's get to 52 minutes. Let's try this out.
Yeah, maybe they're just completionists and they want to just complete the whole
That's
map.
the only thing I can think of.
Brian?
Yeah, I have Splice 3-1. I think SK is going to take a game because I think they're playing. I mean, they made it to playoffs, so they're playing okay. And then, yeah, Pyrian is good. Selfmade's really good. I think he'll carry one game, and I think Splice will just go late and, like you said, just choke him out.
So we all have the exact same idea of how this series is going to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's happened to like really good teams this year. Splice has quality wins.
Yeah, they do.
So
and then
it's hard not to agree.
And you're on the same page as me, where you think Selfmade will be able to break through at least one time, but that won't be enough.
Yeah,
I think Xerxes will just like negate a lot of his stuff for the most part.
Yeah, Xerxes is known as like the weird pick guy, so he always just can keep you on your toes just by being in the game.
All right.
Like in Champ Select.
Yeah, that is, unless there's, oh, we do have one quick thing. Brian, super quick. I know it's LEC. Predict LCS. Go. FlyQuest versus Golden Guardians. Because you weren't here.
I don't know if I can go quick.
And then TSM
I'm
versus
gonna
Echo Fox.
I'm gonna go FlyQuest just because I believe in the veterans. I'm a CLG fan, so I gotta believe in the old guard. And I know they're not old guard, but they have a lot of old players.
3-1, 3-2, 3-0.
I'm gonna say 3-1.
Okay, nice.
They're gonna clap them.
Me and Brock. I have FlyQuest 3-2. Brock has Golden Guardians 3-2. TSM versus Echo Fox.
I'm gonna go TSM, and this isn't even really close.
3-0?
I think Echo Fox has looked really good, but yeah, I'm gonna go 3-0.
Yep, I agree. I'm glad I almost forgot about that. I forgot you weren't on the podcast, so I'm like,
I listened to that podcast and I heard it, and I completely forgot till you said it.
Yep. I'm glad we got that done. So that is our first round, the quarterfinal predictions though for LEC, and then a little bit of NA or LCS. I don't know why I still say NA. 9 weeks from in, and I still
Because
say
we're
NA.
North America,
Yeah.
I still say Europe instead of LEC every
Yeah,
time.
yeah. I'm for some reason I'm better at LEC than Europe or than I am with NA. But that is our podcast. So thank you guys for coming to watch. I know this one was very short. It was only 15 minutes long. So people tune in. It's not very long at all.
Yeah, this is how long they're gonna be from now on. So
Nope.
get you.
I wish I could go through last week's, but there's just too much content to break it down to 15 minutes. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you Sunday for my LPL quarterfinals, I believe, predictions and end of season podcast there. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.